Hey masters, what's up? Namaste, my name is Prince Aryan and I am from class 6. Today in this video I am going to discuss about distributive property of multiplication. Distributive property of multiplication over addition. Distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. So be sure to watch this video till the end. So I welcome you to your own channel, Prince Master Chan. Extreme education with a lot of fun. So let's start our today's amazing video. So friends, now here we are going to learn the distributive property of multiplication. Now let me just explain you what is actually distributive property. The property in which we basically distribute the question into different halves. Like for example, I will give an example of 10 multiplied by 94. So how we are going to solve this? In the usually what we used to do is we just need to multiply like this. So like that, when we multiply, our answer will come as this much. This is our final answer. Now this was what we used to do when we were small kids. But now what we need to do, we need to learn about distributive property. So what is distributive property? The property in which we distribute the question. Okay? The property in which we distribute the question is known as distributive property. So now we are learning the distributive property of multiplication. So now how can we distribute? Now over here you can see the number 94. Okay, you can see the number 94. So this 94 can be also written as 100. Okay, this 94 can be also written as 100, but not exactly 100. We just need to also subtract 4. So now we have got 94. Now 100 minus 6 is how much? 100. Now we have 100 minus 6. We will get our answer as 94. So 94 can be also written as 100 minus 6 because 100 minus 6 is 94 itself. So now after you know this much, what we need to do is we just need to write this much in a bracket. Okay, so what our equation will form? Means 10 multiplied by, in bracket, 100 minus 6. Now if you know, right, let me just show you. So friends, now once you have got your equation, that now what we have got, 10 into 100 minus 6. Now 100 minus 6, if you know the Bodmas rule, then you must be knowing that 100 minus 6 is 94. This can be just simplified and we will get our answer as 94. Now this one we will just when we solve this equation, it will come like that, and now we will just multiply this equation, this term, and then we are going to find out our answer. But now what we need to do is, after we just do like that, now what our distributive property says, here our property goes on. Our distributive property says, now first we have one number and then we have two other numbers. So let us write them as A into, in bracket, B plus C. Okay, now we have A into B in bracket, B. So over here, this formula will decide what we need to do. So distributive property says, first we will multiply A with B. Okay, distributive property says this, that first we will multiply A with B and then afterwards we will multiply A with C. First, in step number 1, we will multiply A with B. Then in the second step, we will multiply A with C. So let us do that. So in our case, our A is 10, B is 100 and C is 6. So let us multiply 10 with 100. First, when we multiply 10 with 100, we will get our answer as how much? 1000. Okay, 1000. Then when we multiply this 10 with 6, we will get our answer as 10 into 6, 60. Now when we just subtract this value, 0, 0, subtracted, then 4, then 9. So this is our answer that we get. Okay. Now when you solve this equation also, you have got the same answer. Now we have also got the same answer. So how are you going to write if this kind of question comes in the exam? How are you going to write? So we are going to write it something like this. So now what we need to do is you need to first multiply 10 with 100. So let us do that. Then we will just multiply 10 with 6. So in short, what we will do is we will just write that 10 is there first multiplied with 100. I think this is the same thing that we have done. Of course, yes. First we have just multiplied with 100. So first we will write 10 into 100 in bracket. We will just close them up. Then we have to just give the sign which. So when we just multiply this, and after that what we need to do, we will just give the sign which is required over here. Our sign is subtraction. So let us put our subtraction sign over here. So now we have got that 10 into 100. Now we have done till this. Now what we need to do is now we need to multiply this 10 again with 6. Now when our 10 is multiplied with 6, it will be 60, and when our 10 is multiplied with 100, it will be 1000. Alright? So when you're done till here, what we need to do is you just need to give an equal to sign, and after that you just need to solve. Then 10 into 100 is 1000, subtracted by 10 into 6, 60. So how much our answer will come? 10 means 1000 minus 60. So our answer will come as 940. Understood? I hope you understood that we have got 940. Now till here I hope you all have understood. This is nothing else but only distributive property. Okay? So if you have understood, then just give a like and subscribe to my channel, Prince Master Channel. Okay, now let's go to our next thing, which is one question. Let us check out one question. So for example, I will write here a question. 172 multiplied by 97. Now how are we going to solve this question? This question can be solved by the distributive property. Now here we have got a number 97. So this 97 can be written as 172 into 100 minus 3. 100 minus 3 is how much? It is the same 97. Now I hope you understood. Now let us go to our next thing, which is now we are going to go to solve this. So this can be solved by first multiply this with this, and then 172 with 3. Okay. So now how we are going to just do it? We are going to do it by writing our steps. What is our steps? 172. First we are going to multiply it with 100, and then after we will give out the sign over here which is there. Okay, then after we just give the sign. After we just give the sign, we just need to then write the rest of the steps, which is we have to then multiply 172 with 3. Understood? So now let us close them with some brackets. Now after this much is done, now we will just solve it. 172 0. Okay, this is the simple way to solve this type of questions. Okay, understood? Now this, when we will multiply, we will get the answer as 516. I suppose, yes, 516. 516 is our answer when we multiply. Now, after this much is done, we need to subtract the answer. Now let us subtract. After subtraction, we will get our answer as, okay, now we got the answer. This is our answer after the whole step. Now, when you will do like this, the normal means multiplication, it will take a lot of time. But this method is the easiest method when we get our answer directly with only just subtraction. Understood? Now, let us go to multiplication distributive property of another case. We have another case when we are just going to solve the distributive property. One of our case is just like the numbers when are repeated. For example, I have a number 12. 12 into, for example, 5, 6, 2, 3, 3. 12 into 5, 6, 2, 3, 3 into 12 into, for example, let us take a number which is 7, 8, 6, 7. Okay? 12 into 5, 6, 2, 3, 3 multiplied by 12 into 7, 8, 6, 7. Okay, now let's find the answer of this question. Now what you can observe is 12 is present over here, 12 is present over here. So 2 times 12 is now being repeated in our question. Okay, so that means, remember the question, that means we can just take 112 instead of 2 12s. So when we do that, we just need to do some extra and additional steps. Now we need to multiply this value. Okay, 12. Now you must be knowing that we have 2 12s. We did have one 12 over here and another 12 we have at that place. So now we are just combining these two 12 to make another to make a single 12. Now after just doing like that, after just doing that step, what we need to do is 12 you need to multiply in bracket with the rest of the numbers we have. Which were the rest of the numbers? 506, 56,233. This was one of the number. Okay, now let me just write. 5, 6, 2, 3, 3. 56233 plus another number we did have, which is 7867. This was our another number. Now when we started with bracket, we just need to give the end of a bracket as well. So now this 2 12s which we had, we just took it as common as 112. Okay, now this number is known as common. And this multiplication is also the same. Now what in this type of case, what we need to do is we need to, you just saw the distributive property step. Now apply that. First we will multiply 12 with this number, then we need to multiply 12 with that number. This was our step, isn't it? This was our step. But when we do this, you will see what was our question given. Our question was given 12 into 56233 into 12 into 7867. This was our question, isn't it? So when we just make the group of each terms, so isn't it the same thing? Isn't it the same process that we have done in the distributive property? Yes, of course, they are same. So we don't need to do in the same step again. Okay, so what is our next step? You will ask me. Our next step is you need to add these both numbers. Let us add these both numbers. The addition of these both numbers, how much it will be? 12 into 64100. This is the sum of these two numbers. Okay, now after we get this much, what we need to do, we need to go to the next step, which is now we need to multiply these two numbers. That's very simple to do. So just multiply 641 into 12. Okay, so our multiplication answer is 769,200. Okay, I hope you understood how we just found out the answer of this question. Okay, understood? Now I'm just asking you, in case of subtraction in the following question, what we need to do? I'm just not solving the question, I'm just explain you how to do that. So first what we are going to do, first we are going to subtract these both numbers. Okay, first when we subtract these both numbers, we will get a sum, means a difference, which will be, for example, let us take it as x. No, not x, we will take it as a question mark. For example, the subtraction of this number will come as this question mark. Now what we need to do is just we need to multiply the unknown number or the difference with 12, which will when we will get our answer as something. Okay, so this you need to do when in case of subtraction is there. Now let us take another example in which this example is given. This type of question is given. Okay. For example, this type of question is given here. Let us write a plus. No, let us write a minus. So in case of this question, you are going to take 12 as common. When you take 12 as common, you are going to multiply it with 95 and into 40. Okay, this is what you do. But if our question is given this, in your exam when you got your question paper, your question was 12 multiplied by this number in bracket. So how we are going to solve that? We are going to solve that. So this is minus. We are going to solve that by this method. We will just go to then means the reverse step, which is you need to multiply this and then this. Okay. So like 12 into 95 minus 12 into 42. Okay, now after you just do like that, you will just multiply this value, will get something, subtracted by, you will multiply this value and you will get something. Now subtract these both values and you will get your result. This is how you solve the distributive property of multiplication. Okay, so masters, thank you for watching this video from Prince Master Champ. Extreme study with a lots of fun. So thank you so much to watch this video till the end. Bye all, be sure to subscribe and like as well. See you in the upcoming video.